into trouble again! This is insanity from Jordan Gray! And that pass is caught by Adam Touchdown. And off goes to Johnny English, who breaks out of it. Still going, Johnny English! And English will score! Oh, man! Welcome to the Dome in Orlando, Florida. It may be raining outside, but it is nice and cozy inside the Dome as the Orlando Intimidators open up their home schedule against the Cleveland Vipers. It's a battle of 0-1 teams looking for their first win of the season, and it's next here on Florida's finest radio, 1090 KBWR, The Extra Point. Hello friends, my name is Cameron Irvine, your play-by-play commentator. Cleveland lost 63-51 to Minnesota in a historical shootout in week number 1. Orlando, the exact opposite, lost 30-13 in Honolulu in week 2. Let's head down to the field for tonight's coin toss.
Give us tails.
Tails it is.
We'll take the ball.
The Vipers have won the toss and select to receive.
Cleveland wants the football. They'll put their best side of the ball on the field first. You can't doubt their methods. Orlando's going to have to come and play defense. This is a high-powered offense. Cleveland and Orlando from the Dome in Orlando. We're underway. From the 1-yard line, Cleveland on the return, and Cleveland returns up to the 24. So the Vipers and rookie quarterback Caleb Wright, who passed for 552 yards on 38 of 52 passing and 5 touchdowns in their season opener, comes out onto the field with a 3-wide receiver set and Johnny English in the backfield. And Wright will drop to throw on the first play of the game. A swing out to English in the open field, makes a man miss. English gains 8 yards before ridden out of bounds at the 33-yard line. And English talking smack already. Yeah, every once in a while there's a glitch in All-Pro where the end zone art does not show up. We usually catch it. Did not catch it tonight. Oh well. 2nd and 2 from the 33. Heavy in the box is Orlando. A counter to Johnny English, trying to break outside, and a good defensive stand there by Orlando will bring up a 3rd down and 1. Big Willie 54 wanted to know about the resolution settings. To have those resolution settings permanent, you must be a Twitch partner. We meet all the requirements to be a Twitch partner except the viewer count per video, which we're way under the count on that. 3rd down and 1. English is going to pick up the 1st down at the 35-yard line. They do handle Twitch partnerships on a case-by-case basis, looking for unique opportunities. I actually typed up a application to them last night, and my login timed out. It reset me, and I lost the whole thing, so I'll have to do it again. But we do intend to apply for that partnership, show our originality and creativity, and hopefully get those resolution settings there for everyone, just in case you're having a bad night on the interwebs, as English takes his 3rd straight carry for a 4-yard gain, brings up 2nd down and 6. Orlando in the home white helmets, dark blue jerseys with the black pants, white numbers, gold and white trim. Cleveland in the road, brown helmets, white jerseys, brown pants with the brown numbers. Bright green and white trim. The handoff goes to English, and English again will pick up a couple. Brings up a 3rd down and 4, and this is exactly what the Cleveland Viper offense wants to do. Their entire offense thus far has run through English, and they've been on the field for over 2 minutes. Two receivers, one to either side, and two backs in the backfield with 7 in the box for Orlando. A shovel pass to Johnny English. That is a first down. English has 2 catches on the opening drive up to the Viper 48-yard line. And Cleveland is moving the chains again. They are staying patient here in the early going. The Orlando defense includes defensive end Jasper Lennox, the rookie. Linebacker number 92, Stephen Lambert. The corners are number 26, Rodney Woods, and number 47, A.J. Lacoste. Wright will swing it out to English again. English past midfield. And English stood up after a 4-yard gain out of bounds of the Orlando 46, Rodney Woods on the tackle. Check that 6-yard gain, brings up 2nd down and 4. And English now has 3 receptions on the opening drive. The Cleveland Viper offense, a very dangerous unit, includes rookie quarterback Caleb Wright, running back number 24 Johnny English. The receivers are number 89 Scott King, number 11 Freeman Goodspeed. There's only 4 stars on that side of the ball, but they're all either golds or silvers. And it's a 2nd and 4 from the Orlando 46, and the handoff, a toss play out to English is going to be stopped in the backfield for the first time tonight. Number 27 and Stephen Lambert there to make the stop, brings up 3rd down and 5, and this will be the 9th play of the drive for the Cleveland Vipers. They've been on the field for 3.5 minutes, and they go empty backfield with 4 wide receivers. Caleb Wright standing by himself at the Intimidator logo, floats it down the middle. The pass is knocked around and caught. He caught it at the 30 after multiple defenders tipped the ball around. Mackenzie Friesel makes the catch for a first down. Cleveland. It bounced off the foot of an Intimidator defender. I can honestly say I have never seen a player catch a pass off the foot of a defender, and Cleveland keeps the drive alive. 2 in the backfield, Wright back to throw. Wright's got time, deep down the left-hand side, and he's intercepted by Rodney Woods in the back of the end zone. And how did he come up with this one? A beautiful interception in the long drive for Cleveland. Scores no points, and Orlando takes over at the 20-yard line. An absolutely phenomenal play by Rodney Woods to save the touchdown. There goes Zach Parker in the open field, picks up 9. Second down and 1. What an exciting opening drive for Cleveland. Good news for Orlando fans. They get the big defensive stand.
Down. 6.
3 in the backfield on a 2nd down and 1. Matsumoto's hands off to Parker. Got a lot of space. Zach Parker, open field. There's nobody in the backfield. And it's a 10-5 touchdown, Orlando. Zach Parker, who was held under 100 yards last week by Honolulu, gets some big kick-out blocks. Everybody picked up an assigned defender, and Orlando strikes first after all the positive momentum early on from Cleveland. Heck of a run. That was just great blocking by Orlando. Nobody on the Viper defense even touched Zach Parker. And Franklin Reese will come on for the extra point. That's another thing. This game is the battle of the kickers. The 2 teams that have a star kicker in this league Bronze Star Franklin Reese and Bronze Star June Casanari for Orlando and Cleveland, respectively. And the extra point for Orlando is good. 8:06 remaining in the opening quarter. A 14-point swing. Big Willie 54 put it best. The Intimidators intercept Caleb Wright in the end zone. Silver corner Rodney Woods guarding Silver receiver Freeman Goodspeed making the play. And then Zach Parker the other way. That's Caleb Wright's third interception in 2 games from the end zone. Cleveland on the return up to the 23. So the Vipers, who had a great drive going, Frizel, the man who returned the kickoff, had that incredible catch. Don't worry, regardless if Cleveland wins or not, that might be the play of the day. If not, we'll make sure to instruct you where to find that on the YouTube archives. 1st and 10 at the 23, 2 backs and 2 receivers. Play action for Caleb Wright. Swings it outside. Pass is caught, a 6-yard gain. That is Scott King's first catch of the day, and it's 2nd and 4. The weather outside, not so nice. 61 degrees. Rain is expected for the next hour and a half or so, as Caleb Wright has 43 yards and an interception, rating of 56.9. Inside, it's a nice 68 degrees. Dome weather reigns supreme here at Orlando, and Wright drops to throw, swings it outside to English. He breaks off a tackle, but only can pick up 1 yard, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and 3. Cleveland 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions on their first drive. We'll see what they can do with this one. EXFL comes into the chat room late and says ball foot. He doesn't even know what that means. 3rd down and 3, at least in this game. Hand off to English. That's a 1st down to the 36-yard line. And Johnny English, like Zach Parker, is off to a strong start in this first quarter. Thanks for being with us tonight on Monday Night Football. TJ CAG SFL, EXFL, Sanford 010, Big Willie 54, Servo Sentinels, Bandits APF 2K8, and X Factor 56. Monday Night Football does not have to end when the NFL ends. With 2 backs and 2 receivers, Cleveland will shovel pass it up to English, and English has a 7-yard gain to the Cleveland 43. Vipers moving the ball. It was a bit of a concern for Cleveland in the preseason that Caleb Wright took too many chances. A rookie will do that. Tried to squeeze one into Freeman Goodspeed earlier, couldn't make it happen. Goodspeed still without a catch. 2nd down and 3. The handoff goes to English, and English picks up just 1 yard. English also has 4 catches, 15 yards on 7 carries. As Orlando, I actually thought English had more yards than that, but Orlando's doing a pretty good job on him thus far. Third down and 2 from the 44. King top of the screen, Goodspeed bottom of the screen. They're going to toss it out to English short side. He's going to break a tackle, or not break a tackle actually, but instead drag a defender to the Viper 47 for another 1st down. Cleveland is 5 for 5 now on 3rd down conversions. And they are dominating time of possession. In their first game, Orlando had just 20 minutes of time of possession, and Cleveland had 28, which was 2nd best in the league. English wrapped up quickly. Another 1-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 9. And Orlando doing much better against the run this week than they were last week, when Noel Price broke out his career-long 196 yards. Second down and 9 at the Viper 48. I formation from the left-hand side. And the handoff goes to English. He spins off a tackle and gets back to the middle of the field, and a 3-yard pickup. This will be the longest 3rd down attempted by Cleveland, a 3rd down and 6. With 4.5 to go in the first quarter, Cleveland is bleeding the clock here and on another solid drive. Now shotgun, 4 wide receiver set. Right back to throw. Right steps up, avoids a sack, and then is brought down. A loss of 5. First Orlando sack of the night belongs to Julius McCarthy, and it's 4th and 11. So Orlando's defense has given up some yards early, but they're not giving up the points. As the Vipers will punt it away. High snap, Orlando coming after it, and boy, they nearly got to it. From the 15, Intimidators on the return to the 16-yard line, and with 3:41 to go in the first quarter, they will begin their second possession. First and 10 from the 16, 2 backs and 2 receivers for Orlando. Matsumoto against pressure, goes deep, has Lorenzo Allen. First down, Intimidators to the 44, and that's Matsumoto's first completion of the night. Ono Matsumoto, who was just 17 of 31 in his Orlando debut. The Vipers brought a blitz, a wobbly pass, but Lorenzo Allen wide open. Allen just had 4 receptions last week in the loss to Honolulu, in which Orlando didn't even score an offensive touchdown. Hasn't taken him long to do that tonight. Three in the backfield. Allen, bottom of the screen. And Matsumoto will hand off to Zach Parker around the left-hand side. Lots of room for Parker, a 7-yard gain. Now up to 87 yards. That touchdown run of his was 71 yards, just like Noel Kreis's 71-yard touchdown in the first quarter yesterday in Honolulu's 37-28 gut-wrenching loss to Baltimore. Three backs in the backfield, and Allen again, the receiver, same formation. Into the box for Cleveland, handoff to Parker on a wonky-looking play. A 1-yard pickup up the middle will bring up 3rd down and 2. That, making the tackle, is Ahmad Arrington, the pickup during Cleveland's bye week in the secondary. They traded away wide receiver Caesar Cannon to San Francisco, picked up Arrington, and he makes the stop there, his first tackle as a Viper. 3rd down and 2 from the Cleveland 48-yard line. Again, same formation. They'll hand it off to Parker left. He's got a lot of space again. Zach Parker finding a lot of room around that left-hand side of this Viper defensive line. First down to the Cleveland 35. Parker, he's doing all of his dirty work on that right-hand side. Ahmad Arrington again there to make the stop. Four receivers, 3 to the far side right. Matsumoto's out of shotgun, and he will drop to throw. A swing short pass caught. Thomas Gunner only had 2 catches last week. Moves the chains for another Orlando first down. A 15-yard gain to the Cleveland 20. Waswa Edmonds on the tackle. Zach Parker, 5 carries for 101 yards in the opening quarter. 3 receivers, 2 backs for the Intimidators. Matsumoto to pass down the middle, caught, touchdown! Orlando, Lorenzo Allen, his second of the night. Lorenzo Allen just burns what looked like a linebacker. I think that might have been Elphage back there, who was trying to cover Allen on a double team. Allen ran right past him. And Ono Matsumoto has 2 touchdown passes. Lorenzo Allen 2 touchdown receptions, and Orlando is flexing their muscles early in their home opener. The extra point is good. Cleveland has played well, but Orlando has played better. In the opening stanza, it's 14-0 Orlando. Cleveland did this last week. They kind of dug themselves a hole, and they eventually got it going against Minneapolis, but their slow starts have been a problem. From 1 yard deep in the end zone, Frizzell returns to the 21-yard line. Both teams will have to go a long way to get a touchdown tonight, as these star kickers usually pin teams back pretty good. Oh, very true. My apologies. 1 touchdown for Zach Parker and 1 for Lorenzo Allen. I don't know why I thought Allen had the first touchdown. Totally ill-advised by me. 1st and 10. Deep throw is off the hands of Scott King. You hardly ever see Scott King drop a pass, and he might have dropped it because that ball was a missile. Wright fired it in there, and I don't think King was expecting that rocket. As English, you see his receiving numbers, 5 for 29 in the first quarter, the leading receiver in this game. 2 backs and 2 receivers on a quick 2nd and 10 for Cleveland. And Wright will drop to throw. Right down the middle. And Cleveland has got a little more aggressive. Scott King to the Cleveland 46 for the Viper first down. And that's the dangerous thing about Cleveland. When this offense opens it up out of necessity, they are really explosive and tough to stop. There's a look at Stephen Lambert, just 6 tackles last week. Looking for a better game out of him tonight. Johnny English breaks a tackle. He's got a first down and more, past the 35, all the way down to the Orlando 30. A couple of missed ankle tackles on the part of the Intimidator defense, and Johnny English rumbles to his longest run of the night. 1 missed ankle tackle, 2 missed ankle tackle. That was Stephen Lambert. And again, Cleveland into Orlando territory on their 3rd drive. They just have not been able to finish these drives. Right, handoff, English made a man miss. Goes back into the middle of the field and picks up 4 yards, and that is the end of the first quarter of play. It was the Johnny English quarter for Cleveland, but it was the touchdown quarter for Orlando. End of 1. It's the Intimidators 14 and the Vipers nothing. This is Intimidator Radio on 1090 KBWR. The Extra Point will return to the Dome after this.
My favorite actor? Oh, that's easy. Kevin Bacon, obviously. His best movie is probably a tie between all of them. I do a Kevin Bacon impression. This valley just one long smorgasbord. They're under the ground. It's Tremors. It's of me and Kevin. I've never actually met him. I had it commissioned. Am I obsessed with Kevin Bacon? I don't know. Obsessed is a strong word. I think I'm a devoted fan. And you know, the Logitech review is just perfect for me because I just type in Kevin Bacon and it uses Google TV, finds all kinds of movies and shows and YouTube videos. So let's just say I happen to be in the mood for, I don't know, a movie about a rebellious teen who's living in a town where dancing is illegal. There it is. Let's dance! Yeah, my wife says if I watch any more Kevin Bacon, I might actually turn into Kevin Bacon.
Add Google TV to your television with the Logitech Review. If you can think it, you can watch it.
Dedicated bankers born to go the extra mile.
You've been such a big help.
That's what I like to do.
So you can choose a bank where helping people comes first. Chase, so you can.
Mr. Goodbar for the lady, my good man. What's in good taste one year is out the next.
I presume you undoubtedly have a delectable Mr. Goodbar.
But what's always in good taste is what always tastes good.
Like wow, like Mr. Goodbar.
Like crunchy peanuts and creamy chocolate.
Wow.
Which is why, billions of Mr. Goodbars later, one thing's still true. Good peanuts and good chocolate make a very good bar.
Good bar, Muffy.
Great bar, Skip.
Orlando Intimidator Football on 1090 KBWR. The Extra Point is brought to you by Mr. Goodbar. By Chase, So You Can. By Logitech. And by Gateway. Start of the second quarter. It is 14-0 Orlando, but Cleveland's on the move. Second down and 6 from the 26. A draw play to Johnny English, breaks off a tackle and is pushed backwards prior to getting a first down. And it brings up third down and 1. First quarter stats. An offensive quarter. Both teams running and passing the ball pretty well. Orlando with the edge, 163 to 127 in total yards of offense. Third down and 1 for Cleveland, and Wright's going to change the play. 2 in the backfield, a heavy set for Cleveland. And off to English. English tries to get the first down and does. Just ahead into the red zone at the Orlando 18-yard line, and the Viper drive will continue. More first quarter stats. 8 first downs for Cleveland, largely in part to 5 for 6 on third down conversions. That turnover was key. It turned into the first 7 points of the game for Orlando. First and 10 of the 18, and off to Johnny English, and this time English swallowed up about a half-yard loss, 59 yards, averaging 3.9 yards a carry. It'll bring up second down and long. Second and 10 at the 19-yard line. Another long drive for Cleveland. 2 in the backfield. English takes the handoff. English has dropped a loss of 2. Third down and 12. And the Orlando defense starting to clamp down on Mr. Johnny. Third and long for the Vipers, really for the first time tonight. 4 wide receivers set, 2 to either side, and Wright's going to drop the pass to the end zone, and just out of reach of the intended receiver, brings up fourth down. So 3 times Cleveland enters Orlando territory, and 3 times they fail to reach the end zone. This will be a 37-yard field goal for June Kazanari. He was 3 for 3 on field goals in week 1. The 20 or the 37 Parton-yard field goal, low snap, kick is up, and it's through. Kazanari lucky to get that one off, and the Cleveland Vipers are on the board, 14-3. Kazanari drilled that one, plenty of leg. So Orlando, in 2 possessions, has 2 touchdowns against the Viper defense that hope to see some improvement tonight. Thus far, they have struggled as Orlando returns the kickoff to the 22-yard line. First down, Intimidators. Three running backs in the backfield. Allen, top of the screen. He has made his living tonight. Hand off to Zach Parker. This time, Parker still is going to get some yardage. A nice chunk of yardage. Ahmad Arrington there again on the stop, but not until a 4-yard gain for Parker. 105 yards, 17 and a half yards a carry, and it's 2nd and 6 instead of what would have been about a 2nd and 12. Shotgun for Matsumoto, back to throw. His pass caught by Allen, and he bounced back inbounds. Could not get the first down, 3rd and inches. Good job by Cleveland's defense not allowing Allen to get an easy first down. Allen's got a definite mismatch top of the screen, and Cleveland has no deep safety. Matsumoto changing the play. They are loving this 3-back set. The handoff goes to Parker, and why not when Zach Parker is dominating the Cleveland defensive line as he is, and we did not get a chance to introduce the starting lineups for this particular matchup. For Orlando, it's quarterback number 3, Ono Matsumoto. Running back number 35, Zach Parker. You see his numbers there. Receivers, number 44, Lorenzo Allen. Number 89, Thomas Gunner. And the tight end is number 36, Isaac Perez. And we'll introduce Cleveland's D on this next play. 4 wide receivers, 3 to the top of the formation, far side right. And the handoff will go to Parker. And Parker, this time, is triple teamed at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down and 10. Cleveland's defense, 5 stars on the defense now. Defensive lineman Lee Tuck-Inyuk and former Intimidator Czech Congo. The linebackers are number 51 Cameron Brantley and number 91 Zach Elfage, and the strong safety is Ahmad Arrington. Matsumoto, short throw, clobbered is Perez at the 38-yard line, a 2-yard gain. 3rd down and 8 for Orlando coming up. 8:20 to go, a 14-3 football game. Orlando's next home game is against the Walsh War rivals, the Honolulu Legends. They'll want some revenge. Saturday, March 7th, 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. That kicks off a shortened Week 7 right here on the SFL Network as Matsumoto going deep, and one-on-one coverage. The ball is knocked away from Thomas Gunner. Edmonds on the coverage. And Cleveland forces Orlando's offense off the field for the first time tonight. If you're Matsumoto, you got to take that shot. One-on-one coverage. A star receiver against a non-star corner. Got to take those chances, and Cleveland does their job, and Orlando will punt it away. From the 21, Cleveland some room to return the punt. A 10-yard return up to the 31-yard line. Pretty decent field position here for the Vipers. Yeah, that ball landed right in front of Gunner. It was his for the taking. It's not like we haven't seen any footballs be caught off a tipped ball or anything tonight. Frizel for Cleveland caught it off the foot of an Orlando defender in the first quarter. 2 backs in the backfield. English will take a carry around the left-hand side. Makes 2 men miss. 1 man to beat. It's Lacoste. And Lacoste will make the tackle at the Orlando 43. English sidestepped a couple of defenders, who leaped in opposite directions. And Johnny English, another breakout run. And for the 4th time in 4 possessions, the Cleveland Vipers enter the Orlando side of the field. Cleveland is putting up the yards, no doubt about that. 1st and 10 from the 43. 2 backs and a receiver that's good speed at the bottom of the screen, still without a catch. And Wright is going to flip it to English. And English makes a juke and takes a heavy hit at the 37, but that's a 6-yard pickup. 6 receptions for 35 yards for English in the first half. And he's made receptions a variety of ways here for Cleveland. The Intimidators have been all about bend and don't break tonight defensively. They have 9 in the box area, and English is going to be wrapped up by the ankles. A loss of 1 yard. Jenkins on the tackle brings up a 3rd down and 5. Halfway through a fast-moving first half. It's 14-3 Orlando, and this is an empty backfield set for Caleb Wright. Wright drops to throw. Wright fires short, knocked away by A.J. Lacoste. Beautiful defense there by Lacoste. Pass intended for Scott King, and again, Cleveland's drive stalls out. Just shy of scoring position, and they'll have to punt. Orlando has made the plays defensively when they need to.
Here I come, punter. I'm coming. I'm about to punt.
Cleveland will try to pin Orlando inside the 10. This is a good punt. Will bounce to the 10 and out of bounds at the 5-yard line. What a kick from Cleveland as we get another look at the bouncing ball. The lighting in the dome is the best lighting in the league. It's phenomenal. Some of the photos you get in this building are simply stunning. A beautiful complex, beautiful in its simplicity. All Orlando Intimidators with those teal sightings on the surrounding the field, I should say. Zach Parker takes the handoff left-hand side, a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8. 111 yards and a touchdown for Parker tonight, up to the 8-yard line, about a 2.5-yard gain. Ono Matsumoto, a good night thus far, a touchdown, no interceptions. And Orlando continues to hammer this 3 running back set, looking for that mismatch on that left side. They found it a number of times tonight, but Cleveland is starting to sniff it out. Only a 3-yard gain that time for Parker. Cameron Brantley on the tackle, and it brings up 3rd down and 5. It's interesting how the computer and how these teams look for mismatches and try to exploit them. Rather fascinating. 3rd and 5 from the 10. Matsumoto 3-step drop. Back to throw. Slings it to the outside. Needs to get some yards. Parker cannot. Only a 2-yard gain, and a 3-and-out for Orlando will give the Vipers tremendous field position with now less than 5 minutes to go in the first half. This is one of the quickest first halves in recent memory. This is a full house, too, here in Orlando. They have stacked a lower bowl here tonight for the home opener from midfield. Cleveland on the return, so they won't even have to run an offensive play to get in Orlando territory. The 5th time in 5 possessions. Cleveland has kept themselves in this ball game. Biggest play of this game was a turnover from Caleb Wright through an interception in the end zone intended for Freeman Goodspeed, as Johnny English again picks up a decent yardage amount, 3. averaging 4.5 yards a carry tonight, 85 yards. Zach Parker's already over 100. Both were held under 100 in their first game. Second and 7 from the Orlando 44. 4 wide receivers, 2 to either side, and Wright will again hand off to English. A lot of space. Johnny English, 6-yard gain. Tackle made again, I believe, by A.J. Lacoste, who has had a great second quarter. The corner getting some good run defense work in. English is in the backfield now on a 3rd down and short. 2 backs in the backfield. Orlando's got 9 in the box. They hand it off to English, and it won't matter. Johnny English squeezes through a 1st down and a lot more to the Intimidator 28. Feed the beast. English. Has the chain gain. Working hard. 2 receivers set, 2 backs in the backfield. Haven't seen a lot from Freeman Goodspeed or Scott King in the first half. And Wright will drop to throw, and Wright will go deep, and Wright's got a man at the 1-yard line. And I'm telling you, I don't know what it is. It's just a sense that play-by-play guys get when something big's about to happen, and Scott King defended well by A.J. Lacoste, but makes the play. A 3rd down, or a 1st and goal at the 1. Now for Cleveland. English is in the backfield trying to cut into the deficit. Johnny English will walk into the end zone. That is a Cleveland touchdown, and they're down by 5. So the Vipers finally punch it into the end zone.
Number 6.
And Casanari will come out for the extra point. Cleveland is also trying to extend a franchise low 9-game regular season losing streak, as the Vipers kick is good. Cleveland 10, Orlando 14, 2:42 to go in the first half. Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe coming up on the first half. 2K Sports halftime show, highlights, stats, and analysis. All the breakdowns and some updated player stats and team stats as well. So the Vipers kick it away. A 4-point Orlando lead. They've punted on their last 2 possessions from the 4. Intimidators on the return out past the 20, not much else. Up to the 23-yard line. Bryant, the return man. And Orlando 1st down. There you see Minneapolis improved to 3-0. Bottom of your screen on the ticker, 62-31 over the Oklahoma City Renegades Saturday. Last night, the Baltimore Crabs dismantled the Honolulu Legends, 37-28. Piece by piece, really, it was a close game. Matsumoto tossed to Parker, picks up 3. Matsumoto now 72 passing yards. Caleb Wright a $108, but without the touchdown Matsumoto has. Tonight, final game of Week 3. Winner goes to 1-1 and joins San Francisco, Oklahoma City, and Honolulu in a jumbled up 3rd place spot. Zach Parker, lots of room, 1st down to the outside. A gain of about 10. 1st down. Again, Ahmad Arrington up there to make the stop. He has definitely made a difference tonight for Cleveland. And we pause 10 seconds for station identification along the Intimidator Radio Network. Florida's finest is on the air. To 90 KBWR, the Extra Point. to Orlando. First down to the 35. Again, three backs in the backfield for Orlando, and Zach Parker's got a lot of room left-hand side. Zach Parker, one man to beat. Arrington is not going to be fast enough. It is a touchdown for Orlando. That left-hand side continues to be exploited, and Zach Parker's got his second touchdown. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And that has been Orlando's model all night long. They just get those blockers to the outside, everyone gets picked up, and you're not going to catch Zach Parker. So Cleveland does well to cut the deficit to 4, but Orlando comes right back after back-to-back punts. And the Intimidators go up by 10. Play clock, high snap, extra point, good for Franklin Reese, who's 3 for 3 on extra points today. 4 for 4 for the season, 2 for 2 on field goals. 21-10 Orlando. Cleveland now may get the last laugh in the first half as Cleveland returns up to the 25. Last drive, Scott King made that brilliant catch in traffic against Lacoste to set the Vipers up at the 1-yard line. English punched it in. First down for Cleveland, and Wright will drop to throw, step up in the pocket, throws it short. Scott King, 7-yard gain. Clock keeps moving. King now 4 catches, 64 yards. Cleveland wants to be the last to score. They don't want to give the ball back to Orlando because they will receive the second half kickoff. Don't want to lose a possession. Down to 1:20 to go. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Three in the backfield, similar formation to Orlando, and Johnny English is going to have some success with this one. A first down to the Cleveland 41. And no huddle time now. English going to take a carry. He's going to lose a yard. Now 2nd and 11, under a minute to go. Again, they'll try to run it to English. This time a little bit more success. Picks up 7. 3rd down and 4. Cleveland at their own 47. Now they flip it. They hand it off to English. Lefty did not get the first down. So a questionable series there for the Vipers. Although Orlando is not calling timeouts, they are content with taking an 11-point lead into the locker room. And I would be very surprised if Cleveland even punted this ball at all. 12 on the play clock. And they are going to punt it away. Dan and Peter will have the call. The Intimidators lead 21-10 at the half. Your highlights are next.
Boston gets the snap and punts it away. Edmonds fields the punt at the 12. Ground to a halt at the 17. And that'll do it for the first half of this one. The Intimidators enjoying a lead, 21-10.
Okay, Dan, let's get this halftime show started. What do you have for us?
Well, here's a look at our halftime stats, and as you can see, it paints a pretty clear picture. The Intimidators are winning because of it. Let's see if they can keep up their dominance in the second half. Let's get started in this one early in the first quarter. Number 26 was in the right place at the right time, as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. The Intimidators, still early in the first, number 35 is going to take this one to the outside, and once he gets the corner, it's a foot race. A 71-yard touchdown for the home team. Towards the end of the first quarter, the Intimidators ahead by 7. Number 3 connected with his man on this one. They move ahead by 14. The Vipers come right back. Number 24 would get the carry here. Good blocking up front, and it helped to spring up. That set up a 37-yard field goal. The Vipers back 14-3. Number 24 is going to get the carry here as they grind it out on the ground, and he makes the most of this one. Unfortunately, they could not capitalize on the play. Late into the second quarter, already inside field goal range, number 9 would drop back and deliver a strike on this one. A 26-yard play that set up a visitor's touchdown. Still late in the second quarter, the Intimidators up by 4. Number 35 got the carry here, and once he found the lane, he was off. And that's where we'll have to leave this one. The Intimidators are up big at the half, 21-10.
All right, Dan. Nice work.
The Intimidators get the ball first this half, and another score by them could really open up this game. They currently lead 21-10. Now let's get to the game.
Cleveland's defense just can't figure out Zach Parker. It's 21-10 at the half, Orlando by 11. We will be back to Orlando Intimidator football on the extra point after this.
Hi, my name is Chris Pate. I'm the product manager for gaming mice with Logitech G, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about the world's fastest gaming mouse, the Logitech G402 Hyperion Fury. We developed Hyperion Fury primarily to address the needs of FPS gamers. The mouse is engineered from the ground up to deliver the speed and accuracy they need to play their best. We've done this with 2 Logitech G exclusive sensor technologies, both Delta Zero and our all-new Fusion engine. Delta Zero is a technology we've included in our recent mice, and it ensures pinpoint accuracy from the optical sensor. So irrespective of how slowly or quickly you move the mouse, the physical distance it travels will always correlate to the same amount of movement on screen. What's all new and exclusive to this mouse, though, is our new Fusion engine. A 32-bit ARM processor powers the Fusion engine, which not only tracks the data from the standard optical sensor, but also from a gyroscope and accelerometer to deliver tracking at speeds exceeding 500 inches per second, which is a speed that's nearly impossible for a human arm to reach when using a mouse. A few of the other great features of the mouse are the 8 programmable buttons that can be set to any key combination using the Logitech gaming software, and then they can be saved to the mouse's onboard memory for easy accessibility. And in addition, the mouse offers multiple DPI settings, our new button design that greatly improves click feeling, and comfortable rubber grips. So there you have it, a quick tour of Hyperion Fury. For more information about the product or to order yours, please visit gaming.logitech.com.
Love life. Discover and learn with a whole new TV experience. With details that rival Ultra HD TV. More brilliant color reproductions. And brighter. Beyond Ultra HD experience. Aquos Quattron Pro from Sharp.
Orlando will receive the second half kickoff as you look at the Wizarding World of Harry Potter at Universal Orlando. So Zach Parker ran all over the Cleveland Vipers in the first half, built Orlando up an 11-point lead. They led by as many as 14. 14-0 in the early going. Cleveland has marginally cut into that deficit. And again, Orlando will try to exploit Cleveland in a similar way in the second half, and Zach Parker is going to pick up 2. Parker has 191 yards on 14 carries. That is still well over 10 yards a carry, folks, for those who struggle at math at home. 2nd and 8 at the 26. Cleveland tight on the formation, and they are going to swing it out. Orlando is to Parker. Zach Parker, all sorts of room down the left-hand side, all the way to the Cleveland 33, first down, Orlando. Beautiful play call there by the Intimidators. Haven't seen that look from them all night. There just nobody picked up Zach Parker. And Parker had a lot of space to run before Cameron Brantley caught up to him. First down and 10 to the 33, 3 wide receivers. And Matsumoto goes short over the middle, incomplete. Haven't seen a lot of incompletions tonight by either quarterback. Cameron Brantley knocked it down, brings up 2nd and 10. Three backs in the backfield again for Orlando. The defensive linemen, Inyuk and Congo, very quiet tonight for Cleveland. Haven't done much of anything. Handoff goes to Parker, left-hand side. Parker again with some space. Picks up a nice 6-yard gain, averaging 13.2 yards a carry. Brantley brings him down. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 4, but Orlando is most certainly within range of Franklin Reese, which would push their lead back up to 14. 7 in the box now for Cleveland. And Matsumoto will hand it off right to Zach Parker, and he's got a first down and more. Parker to the 18-yard line. Just can't be stopped out of that formation. Just too many blockers on too many heads of Cleveland. First down, Orlando. Hasn't been as successful around the right-hand side, but still effective. Allen top of the screen, but again, the only receiver, Thomas Gunner, not getting a lot of work tonight as they continue to pound Zach Parker. Parker again will take it right-hand side and breaks a tackle and gets to the 10, an 8-yard gain to bring up a 2nd down and 2, and this drive has almost been 3 minutes long for Orlando. Cleveland just offering nothing up nothing defensively to stop this look, and they'll go with it again. I mean, this is Orlando basically running the same few plays the entire night, and Cleveland cannot figure out a way to stop it. 2nd and 2 at the 10, the handoff goes to Parker, and this time no gain. 3rd down and 2, Vance made the tackle. Orlando, in 2 red zone trips prior to this game, 0 touchdowns, but Cleveland is giving up 75% of touchdowns in the red zone, 3 out of 4 coming into the night. 4 wide receivers, empty backfield on a 3rd down and 2. That pass is caught just barely to the outside by Thomas Gunner to set up a 1st and goal. Thomas Gunner again on the sidelines as they'll try to give it to Parker, who's got 2 touchdowns. 2 long touchdowns in this game. He'll take it left-hand side. Actually, that's Parker's understudy, a 9-yard or a 7-yard gain, rather, to the 1-yard line. That is Carter. And Orlando 1 yard away from taking their largest lead of the night. Defensive line for Cleveland has just not been good tonight. 9 in the box with the same formation. This is beating a dead Viper at this point for Matsumoto in this offense. Handoff. And it is not. Oh, it's over the touchdown. And even the Intimidators, even Carter couldn't believe it there for a while. But it's 27-10. Carter. Boy, that was close. Cleveland just no answer tonight for the Orlando running game, which really struggled last week. We thought Orlando might have the advantage in the passing game tonight, but it's been the exact opposite. That drive takes over 4 minutes off the clock. Orlando beating Cleveland at their own game, and it's 28-10. Their largest lead of the night, 18. Intimidators booted away from inside the 1. Cleveland on the return, or inside the goal line, I should say. The Vipers are out of the open field, and Mackenzie Frizel, who caught a pass off the foot of a defender earlier in this game, will return the touchdown for Cleveland. The 3rd kickoff return for a touchdown in 3 weeks in the SFL. And Cleveland puts themselves right back in the ball game. And what a night so far for Mackenzie Frizel, who's made some big plays for the Vipers. A couple of moves, and it's a 101-yard kickoff return for a score, which might be a new league record for longest touchdown run in league history. What a boost for Cleveland, who was really down in the dumps after giving up that long touchdown drive, and Orlando kind of can't believe it. They had Cleveland on pretty thin ice, and they let them right back in the ball game. Kazanari's extra point is good, and it's 28-17. I don't even know if we've had 3 kickoff returns in a season before in the SFL. And we have already seen 3 in the first 3 weeks. And Cleveland will need a big-time stop here. From the 3, Orlando on the return, up to the 24-yard line. Orlando coming out, they just keep pushing it. If you can't stop us, we're just going to stay in the same formation. Hand off to Zach Parker. He's loose again, and Parker's got a first down, an 11-yard gain. And that time, Cleveland had it defended pretty well and just couldn't get him to the ground. And Zach Parker's over 200 yards. Kyle Walsh needs to check what Parker's career high is. in rushing. First and 10 at the 35. A rare shotgun look for Orlando tonight. And they'll fake it to Parker, throw over the middle, and nearly picked off by Cameron Brantley. Knocks it down. Dangerous throw from Matsumoto. Orlando has stayed turnover-less tonight and nearly gave away that perfect record. Brantley turned around and I just don't think was expecting the football. So second down and 10 for Orlando. Surprise, 2 straight plays. They get out of the 3-back look. 4 receivers set for Matsumoto. Handoff will go to Zach Parker around the right-hand side. It is a 2-yard gain. And now it's third down and 8 for Orlando. So Orlando tries to mix it up, and they get 2 yards on 2 plays. Now out of the shotgun, 4 wide receivers. 3 to the short side right with Parker in the backfield. Matsumoto back to throw. Matsumoto down the middle, knocked away and incomplete. Cameron Brantley there again on the coverage. And Orlando will have to punt it away. So Orlando just a couple of minutes ago up 28-10. Looked like they were in complete control of this football game, and Cleveland gets a big defensive stop and will get the football back.
You're not strong enough.
Intimidators punt it away from the 26. Cleveland, decent return to the 31-yard line. Down at the bottom of your screen, you see the fantasy football leaders from week number 2. Marconi will be right back in that first slot from week number 3. Zach Parker's 7.2 points was good enough to get him on the leaderboard from last week. Not a lot of running backs had success in week number 2. Julian Barazzo and Quick, the top 3 receivers. First and 10 at the 31, 7:07 to go in the third. 2 backs, 2 receivers, and the handoff will go to Johnny English. And English has some space, a 7-yard gain to the 38-yard line. You look at the running back numbers, Zach Parker, 226 yards tonight. Out-dueling English, who has had a good night, 125 yards on his own. Second and 3 for Cleveland. Two backs, 2 receivers, and Wright hands it off to English. And English has a first down. A 4-yard gain to the 42. Both teams feel like they can exploit each other's defenses by running the football. I expected on both sides of the ball we'd see a lot of passing tonight. That has just not been the case, as Orlando has basically won the running battle through 2.5 quarters. 3 receivers and 2 backs out of the shotgun is right on first and 10. The handoff will go to English, and English is swallowed up. No gain around the right-hand side. Brings up a second and 10. Shout out to our YouTube partners, Chris Davis, Vertigo, Alan J.D., S.A. Corky, The Dark Lord, Destro MD. All of them are terrific partners, have terrific channels. Check them out, subscribe, and enjoy some fantastic YouTube videos. That pass is caught on the outside to Scott King at the 41-yard line. I thought King was out of bounds. Tough to tell. It was at the far side of the field, but King makes the play as Caleb Wright stands in the pocket, delivers a strike, and sure enough, King inbounds. Orlando, however, is going to challenge. And we had a debate about this.
The Intimidators are challenging whether the pass was caught in bounds.
Just yesterday, whether it's 1 or 2 feet. He definitely got the 1 foot down. And Scott King, if it's 1 foot, that's a catch. Which I'm pretty sure it is.
After review, the play stands. The pass was complete.
And the officials got that one right. Listening to the Crab broadcast the other day,
will be charged with a timeout.
they missed a horrible call. Didn't give the Crabs a first down when they rightfully deserved one. And Orlando burns a timeout on the failed challenge. 1st and 10 at the Intimidator 41. Vipers back into Orlando territory. Wright is going to roll out, fire deep, open receiver, Scott King, touchdown, Cleveland! Man, he fooled everybody. Caleb Wright fakes it. That was a phenomenal play. He faked it to the running back, kept rolling that direction. Orlando thought Cleveland was running the football, and Wright fired to a wide open Scott King, and it is a 5-point game again. And the extra point is good. So King makes back-to-back catches, and a 28-10 game turns into a 28-24 game with 5:25 to go in the third. From the 2-yard line, Orlando only up to the 23. That was one of the most creative play calls that I've seen this year. And Orlando on the ropes a little bit. They need an answer. They need that 3-back setback, and that's what they go with to start this drive. One-trick pony has worked tonight for Orlando when they've gotten away from it. Just hasn't been the same. And the handoff will go to Zach Parker, and again, oh no, Parker tackled by Ahmad Arrington, who comes up and makes the play quickly. Parker still 11.4 yards a carry, but 2nd down and 10 now for Orlando. Largest comeback in league history, 20 points. The Vipers were down by 18. And Matsumoto will drop to throw on 2nd and 10. Down the middle, incomplete. Lorenzo Allen, the intended receiver, and all of a sudden Orlando can't find any room to operate. Cleveland's defense is stepping up here in the third quarter, and it's 3rd down and 10. And Orlando just looks like they're out of rhythm. 4:45 to go in the third quarter. Wheels starting to come off a little bit. 4 wide receivers. Still a lot of time left in this one, but some nervous fans in the building. Matsumoto to throw on a 3rd down and 10. The pass is caught, but Allen is short of the line to gain. It's 4th and 3, and another punt coming for the Intimidators. And another 3 and out. Bowman out to punt. A very scary trend going on right now here in the Dome. If Orlando can pin Cleveland inside their own 30, that'd be a pretty good effort by the special teams. And it's not. Cleveland will break a tackle, and get to the 37-yard line. More good field position for the Vipers, and they could take the lead with this possession. I can't believe it. It's almost sort of like the Vipers have lulled Orlando to sleep a little bit. 2 backs and 2 receivers. And Caleb Wright will drop the throw. A deep drop back, deep down the field. Caught past the 30, 20, 10. Scott King, touchdown. And Cleveland has scored 3 straight times and takes the lead. The Vipers have stormed all the way back. Thanks in part to Mackenzie Frizel's 101 kickoff return, which sprung Cleveland's comeback, and it's 30-28. The Cleveland Vipers have come alive. And they've done it in 5 minutes. I mean, Orlando scored and went up 28-10 with about 8.5 minutes to go. And 21 straight points for Cleveland in the last 5 minutes of play. With Matsumoto's good extra point. Unbelievable. Scott King now has at least 2 touchdowns. I know English has one. I can't remember who got, well, the 4th one was the kickoff return. So Scott King, 2 touchdowns in each of his first 2 games. How special has Scott King been for this franchise? Talk about a guy that I don't think Ronnie Nickens will ever let go. From the 2-yard line, there's a penalty marker down to the 24.
Holding, number 47, receiving 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Holding on Orlando, moves the ball back to the 15, and they just cannot get anything going. Zach Parker, 20 carries, 227 yards. He's had a phenomenal night. But Cleveland has figured out Orlando on the last 2 possessions. Now have a 3-point lead. Handoff to Zach Parker. He's blown up in the backfield. That's the same play that was scoring touchdowns all night tonight. No gain, brings up 2nd and 10. It's not that Cleveland has come back. We know Cleveland is an explosive offensive team, and Ronnie Nickens has that offense clicking. But it's how quickly Cleveland has done it tonight. Shotgun, 2 receivers, Matsumoto over the middle, wide open. There's a great connection to Isaac Perez, who's been very quiet. First down for the Intimidators. Nobody on the tight end. So much focus on Thomas Gunner and Lorenzo Allen on the left-hand side. If Perez would have broken that tackle, that would have been a touchdown. 4 wide receivers, 2 to either side for Matsumoto. Parker in the backfield. Only 5 in the box for Cleveland. And the handoff goes to Parker up the middle. And Parker picks up 3. Brings up 2nd down and 7. The Cleveland Vipers trying to end their misery over the last 6, 7, 8 months. Owner Ronnie Nickens, one of the best people I know, man. And he could get one tonight if Orlando doesn't wake up. Willie Gordon with the sack. A 6-yard loss, and it's 3rd and 13. First sack of the day for Cleveland, and he just lunged at Matsumoto and wrapped him up. Four receivers, 2 to either side. Matsumoto back to throw. Matsumoto going deep. The pass is caught by Gunner. Gunner past the 40. 20, 15, 10. 5. Touchdown. Orlando. They regain the lead on a big play from Thomas Gunner over the head of Lamont Arrington. And the Intimidators are back on top. How big was that for Orlando and their confidence? Thomas Gunner making the big play. Matsumoto now with 2 touchdowns and no interceptions. He has struggled at times tonight. But when you look up at the scoreboard, Orlando back ahead, 35-31. Still a whole nother quarter to go in this one. It's definitely the year of the offense in the SFL. This is absolutely bonkers. Defenses just have not been able to figure it out. As Franklin Reese will kick it deep to Friesel, who's already returned 1 from the 1-yard line. Friesel past the 20, past the 20 to the 25. Now what can Cleveland do offensively? Boy, the end of the third quarter stats are going to be fun to put together. First and 10 to the 25. 2 receivers. Goodspeed has been very quiet tonight. It's been Scott King that's been the big player in the passing game. Play action right. Unloads left-hand side. Intercepted by Rodney Woods and drug out of bounds. Where's the flag on that? That should have been a late hit. Caleb Wright makes another mistake. And Orlando, just like that, is back in control of this game. Rodney Woods' second pick. Watch the tackle at the end of this play. That is a horse collar tackle way out of bounds. Rodney Woods, 2 INTs tonight. He is locked down Freeman Goodspeed. First and 10 from the 49. And the handoff goes to Zach Parker, 1-yard gain. I mean, I'm all for Rodney Woods getting physical out. That's a dirty play. You don't need to do that. And Rodney Woods caught a break. He's been phenomenal tonight. He has locked down Goodspeed. 2nd and 9 at the 48. And off to Zach Parker! Breaks it up the middle! 10-5! Touchdown, Orlando! You've got to be kidding! How quickly the storyline can turn! Man, Cleveland's got to be thinking, what? We were just up by 3! Unbelievable. What was the score at halftime? It's just out of control. It was 21-10 at the half, so each team has scored 21 points in the third quarter. And Orlando is back up by 11. And Zach Parker, it's certainly a career high, approaching Pete Brewski's all-time mark, which is over 300 yards. I don't have the exact figures. Oh my gosh. Just insanity. From the goal line, Frizzell on the return, only up to the 22. So each team has scored 21 points in the third quarter. They better watch out. It might be the highest scoring quarter in league history. Orlando scored the first 7. Cleveland scored the next 21. And then Orlando has scored the next 14. And 5 of those 6 touchdowns have come in the last 8 minutes. Caleb Wright drops to throw, swings it outside of the hole, nearly got another one, did Rodney Woods. This guy's all over the field right now, 2nd and 10. Boy, he broke on that football like he was going to the house. And once again, this Viper defense, the Achilles heel this time against the run tonight. 3 receivers, 2 backs in the backfield. Wright back to throw. Wright in trouble, throws a pick, and it's returned. 10, 5, touchdown Orlando! 21 unanswered, right back at ya! Cleveland, just as Orlando did earlier, has collapsed. I have never seen anything like what I've seen tonight. The SFL continues to prove why you should tune in every single night. Oh, never a dull moment. 3 forced turnovers now for the Orlando defense. They have 49 points in less than 3 quarters. Top that, Minneapolis. We'll see you in 2 weeks. 1 week. Man, oh man. Okay, now it's time for a Frizzell kickoff return, and we'll do this all over again, huh? Let's hope not. Oh my goodness. From the 1-yard line, Frizzell on the return up to the 23. Well, if Cleveland can score 21 straight points in 4 minutes, I guess they could do it again. There's still 13 minutes and 45 seconds left in this game. 49 points have been scored in this third quarter alone combined. Johnny English, 5-yard gain to bring up 2nd and 5. 134 yards on 30 carries. And he's going to be getting tired pretty soon. Does Cleveland have another comeback in him? It's hard to come back once. It's even harder to come back twice. Hand off to English on a draw. Slammed at the 29. 3rd down and 4. And that's the end of the third quarter. That was the wildest quarter in league history. 49-31, Orlando on top of Cleveland. Back for the 4th after this. This is KBWR, the Extra Point.
There are hundreds of places that can fix my car, but only one that I trust.
And we don't take that responsibility lightly. We want to earn your trust.
Pro Auto Care and Transmission is a full-service auto repair facility with almost 40 years of helping people with their automobile and truck problems. We are committed to having the highest ethical standards, reliable and expert service with professional modern technology to ensure you have a great experience with us. Pro Auto Care and Transmission. Complete auto service you can trust.
America's favorite sport is as popular as ever. But amid the cheering, there's concern, a growing anxiety about head injuries, from the pros all the way down to the Pee Wee leagues. We here at Riddell love this game just as much as you do. And as the premier manufacturer of football helmets, we have an obligation to give you the straight talk. Football is a violent sport, there's no denying that. This sport has done extraordinary things for this nation. It's brought families together, broken down racial barriers. But the time has come for this nation to give back to football, to demand better coaching, to demand more from yourselves as parents, and most assuredly, to demand better, more effective equipment. Are you up for the challenge? We are.
There's only one reason for flying, and that is speed.
Here are the old speed demons, waiting for someone with better innovation to invent a faster design. The Under Armour Speedform Apollo. This is our rocket ship. From the brand that reinvented the t-shirt comes the very first running shoe made entirely in a clothing factory. This is what fast feels like.
Orlando Intimidator Football on 1090 KBWR is brought to you by Pro Auto Care and Transmission, the ones to trust. By Rydell, Protect and Perform. By Sharp. And by Under Armour, we must protect this house. Orlando certainly did that in the third quarter after giving up 21 straight points to Cleveland. They scored 21 straight themselves. Three receivers on a 3rd down and 4, and Caleb Wright's pass is out of bounds. An incomplete 4th down. Cleveland on to punt. The Vipers could taste their first victory in a long time, and the Intimidators ripped it away from them. Still a quarter left, but it's hard to fathom the Vipers coming back from what they faced at the end of that third quarter. From the 31, Orlando on the return up to the 37-yard line. So Orlando knocking on the door. Here are the end of the third quarter numbers. 285 yards of rushing. Hand off to Zach Parker. Not going to get any on that one. He's up 2nd and 10, but he is averaging 11.2 yards a carry. Unstoppable tonight. In total, 494 yards of offense through 3 quarters for Orlando. They only have 10 first downs. 5 of 9 on third down conversions, and the turnovers have been the huge stat tonight. Parker takes a swing out. He's going the wrong way. Lost 5. Brings up third down and 15.
5 on the play. Third and 15 from Warren Terminator, 32 yards.
Orlando trying to become the second team to score 50 points this week. 4 receivers. Matsumoto back to pass. Checks it down. And that is not going to be enough for the first down. It'll bring up a 4th and 9.
Don't let him get that point.
High snap, and Orlando punts it away. From the 24 up to the 28-yard line. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch channels for exclusive photo galleries, live score updates, top play videos, and so much more. The SFL lives on social media. First down and 10 for the Vipers, down 18. Still within reach the way they played in that third quarter. But they're going to have to start on this possession. 2 backs and 2 receivers. 4-3 look. The handoff will go to English. Not much room up the middle for Johnny. Only a 2-yard gain. He's had a good night, but just outpunched by Johnny English. Second and 8 from the 30. 2 receivers, English in the backfield. 4-3 formation, and Wright drops to throw. Wright looking, swings it outside to English. He makes a man miss. English 4-yard gain. Third down and 4. Big third down here for Cleveland. They're 7 of 11 on third down in this game. High formation. Wright's going to throw for it. Wright steps up, floats one to good speed. He gets popped by, I believe, A.J. Lacoste. What a hit by Lacoste. 4th down. And it looks like Cleveland has run out of gas. A wild one, 21-10 at halftime. Orlando made it 28-10 to start the third quarter, went on a long 4+ minute drive. Then Cleveland scored 21 straight points to take a 31-28 lead. Then Orlando scored 21 straight points. And that is where we currently stand, capped off by a pick 6. Three in the backfield with Allen at the top of the screen. Hand off to Zach Parker. He lost 2. Down to 10.7 yards a carry. Will Cleveland, as Inyuk makes the tackle, will Cleveland get him under 10 yards a carry tonight?
Second and 12 from Warren Terminator.
Second and 12, a small glimmer of hope for Cleveland. Orlando trying to put him away. 4 wide receivers, free play. Offside, pump fake. Matsumoto fires it. Pass is caught, and I would accept that penalty if I'm Orlando to bring up a 2nd and 7. And they will do just that.
Neutral zone infraction, number 97, deep, repeat, 2nd down.
Under 9 minutes to go. Orlando protecting an 18-point lead. And off again, out to Parker around the left-hand side. A 5-yard gain to the 41, 3rd down and 2. Next week's Sunday doubleheader, Cleveland and Oklahoma City, followed by New York and Honolulu. Orlando at San Francisco Monday night should be a very interesting contest. As will Cleveland and OKC as OKC tries to get their defense back on track. Parker picks up a big block on the outside. Zach Parker another block down to the 24-yard line. Zach Parker, that might have put him over 300 yards, and that has only happened a few times in league history. I can't remember if Pete Bruschi set the record last year or the previous year, but it's on the seasons, or it's in the seasons section of the website. They're going to give it to him again. This time, stood up in the backfield, a 4-yard loss. More screens, 3rd tackle. But Orlando burning a lot of time at the clock. A field goal would make it a 21-point lead. And with only 7 minutes to go now, I think that would pretty much put Cleveland out of reach. Offside again on Cleveland. Matsumoto's going to take off and run, and he picked up 8 yards. For Orlando, they had a bad little spell there in the 3rd quarter, but that 8-yard run is going to stand. They're going to accept and bring up a 3rd down and 6. What a run from Matsumoto. Cleveland blew up Zach Parker in the backfield. Matsumoto says, okay, I guess I got to take it myself. 3rd down and 6 from the Viper 20, 4 receivers. And Matsumoto's pass down the middle. Boy, dangerous throw, but it's caught by Thomas Gunner. 1st and goal. Cleveland has given up 63 and 49 points in their 2 games, giving up 56 points per game. They need some help heading into their game against Oklahoma City. 1st and goal from the 8. Matsumoto, deep fade! And they ruled Lorenzo Allen out of the back of the end zone. Only targeted 7 times again. Allen just 4 catches tonight. Same number he had against Honolulu. Orlando just hasn't needed him tonight. No challenge from the Intimidators. Brings up 2nd and goal from the 8. And if Cleveland wants any shot, they need an interception right now. 4 receivers with Parker to the right of Matsumoto, and Parker's going to get the delayed handoff inside the 5. He walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Orlando. And it's a blowout now. Now 28 unanswered points for the Intimidators. Extra point is good. What a night for Orlando. It could have been a scary night. But they figured out the Vipers. Cleveland's franchise will lose their 10th straight game, 11th if you count their playoff loss to Orlando. That's what started the snowball. The Intimidators won 56-17. Coincidentally, have 56 points tonight. On their way to their first and only SFL championship. Since then, the Stars Vipers franchise has not won a game. They last beat, I believe it was Oklahoma City, the final game of that regular season. That was a long time ago. English 32 carries, 137 yards in this loss. Three receivers, hand off English. English still running hard, only a 2-yard gain. And looking at Cleveland's defense, you know, they have 5 defensive stars. It's just shocking that they've been so poor, particularly against the run tonight. And Ronnie Nickens is going to have to take a serious look at the ins and outs of their defensive operations and try to figure something out with Pete Bruschi on the horizon. Third down and 3 following the reception. Freeman Goodspeed also has had a bad game. Shut down by Rodney Woods. Right back to pass. Drops back deep. Fires it to Goodspeed's side. The pass is caught. Finally, Goodspeed wins a battle against Woods. Woods was all over him. Goodspeed makes the play this time. First down, Cleveland.
First and 10.
And off to English. Loss of 3 brings up second down and 13. Orlando's defense got a wake-up call, didn't they? CasualAdultGamers.com is an official partner of the Simulation Football League. Now in week 7 of their current season, winding down the Central Division race. Pretty exciting to follow as Wright's going to roll outside, fire it to a wide open receiver. That play has worked a couple of times. Cleveland now going no huddle. Down by 4 scores, but trying to save face. First and 10 of the 23 again. Wright is going to roll out. He's going to throw across the field. That is a completed catch for 3 yards. What a dangerous throw. Goodspeed makes the play. Wright, 86.9 quarterback rating. He hadn't had a terrible night, but his interceptions have been costly. They've turned into 14 Orlando points. Wright's throw is knocked away. Pass intended for Scott King brings up third down and 7. A full house crowd on their feet. They have loved this one in person, man. What a crazy third quarter that was to sit through, or stand through in the case of the Dome crowd. That pass is caught for a touchdown. Scott King scores in garbage time, his 3rd touchdown of the night. He now has 5 touchdowns on the young season.
Number 6.
And Orlando can go after the point record on this next series. Extra point is good. So 56-38. Onside kick coming for the Vipers. They made things interesting late in their game with Minneapolis. Can they do it again here this evening? Onside kick. Safely recovered by Orlando, but it's fumbled and recovered by Orlando back at the 43. Wow. Scary moment there for the Intimidators. We've seen it all tonight. First down to the 43. Zach Parker still in the game. Looking for some more yards, and Orlando just continues to go out there in this 3 running back set, and they just continue to pound Cleveland as Zach Parker this time is the one pounded. Czech Congo on the tackle. 321 yards for Zach Parker. That is very, very close to an SFL record. This poor Cleveland defense has had so many records put up on them.
Let's go.
Second down, 11. Again, 3 backs in the backfield for Orlando. Hit to Parker, breaks a tackle, and picks up 6. Brings up a 3rd down and 3. Parker just keeps piling up the yardage as the clock ticks down. We'll look post-game to see if that is in fact a rushing record. 3rd down and 3 from the 36. Same formation for Orlando. And the handoff will go to Parker. He will lose 2 yards. Brings up 4th down and 5. And Orlando will punt the football, not kick a 55-yarder, which would be Franklin Reese's long. Dan Stevens, Peter O'Keefe coming up with the post-game report.
Don't let him get that point.
And we have hit the 2-minute warning. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification along the Intimidator radio network. Florida's finest is on the air. 1090 KBWR, the Extra Point, home to Orlando. Don't forget the fantasy football game resets this week. We'll find out who the winner of the first 4th of the fantasy football competition was. That winner wins $20. I believe it's going to be Thomas Paternitti, but we'll see. Paternitti sticking with his guys, and they paid off for him in the first 3 weeks. He won't be able to do that in week 4.
First and 10.
As the Minneapolis Maulers have a bye. Also, make sure to enter into the Pick'em Challenge if you haven't already. It's not too late. Still plenty of time to earn your stripes and catch up to the leaders. You can see the leaders of both games coming into this week on the bottom of your screen right now. Second down and 5. Right, shovel pass is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 5. First time that play has been unsuccessful tonight. Hashtag free money has begun and continues this Wednesday through Friday on simulationfl.com. receivers, and Wright drops to throw. That pass is nearly intercepted. Orlando had their chance at that one, and it's going to be 4th and 5. Team Paternity guessing no team has ever given up 56 points in consecutive games, considering that the SFL record previously wasn't even 56, I don't believe. I think it was 53 or 52 or something like that. Yeah, this would be a first, as Wright's pass on 4th and 5 is incomplete, and Cleveland will give the ball to the Orlando on the 10-yard line. And the Intimidators should just take a knee. Can't believe Cleveland just went for that and checked it down. The Vipers had every opportunity to win this football game. They were up 31-28. And just a disastrous end to that third quarter. The backups are in for Orlando. This season, Orlando scored 56. Minneapolis has scored 51, 62, and 63. I mean, just crazy. Handoff right up the middle, got 6 yards. And Cleveland, you know, who you kidding? So Zach Parker's day is done. But Orlando still may tie Minneapolis' mark, become the 3rd team to score 60 points in a game in league history, and it's all happened in the first 3 weeks. Orlando will meet Minneapolis next week on the road. Same formation, and that is a gain of about a half a yard. Cleveland got a 1 timeout. Third down and 3 from the 4 with backups in. Can Orlando tie the record? Handoff around the right-hand side. They will not tie the record. Timeout Cleveland. They're out. Franklin Reese will come on to kick the field goal. It's a team record. 59 points. Assuming Franklin Reese hits this kick. Franklin Reese has never missed a field goal. And this one is from 20 yards. Well, we had 2 Monday night thrillers in the first 2 weeks, and for a while this was a pretty good Monday night thriller, but the game got away from Cleveland. That field goal is good from 20, and it's 59-38. Cleveland will get the ball back out of timeouts.